welcome to part 3? Not really. It seems like it's part 2. I think I need to renumber the other one. Okay. So we need to solve this by factoring, since that's what we've been doing a lot of here. Let me get my pen. Now, there's no greatest common factor here. That's kind of unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see here. This looks like one of the magic trick questions. And who the heck made these numbers so big? That's what I want to know. Gee whiz. I got to do 16 times 49. I'm going to need a machine for that. 16 times 49. And it's just because I'm getting lazier in my old age. 784. Alright, so we've got W squared minus 70W. That's a bad looking W. Plus 784. Now, I've got to admit, these numbers seem a little bit big, so I don't think I'll put big numbers like this on a test. So we need factors of 784 that add up to 70. Okay, what goes into 784? Well, I know 16 and 49 do. Well, 16. What if I do 8 times 7? That's 56. So, get back to my calculator here. 784 divided by 56. 14. Beautiful. Okay, now I can tell you how I decided to do that. 16 is 4 times 4, and 49 is 7 times 7. So what I was trying to do, and then I realized, okay, you could split this up into 2, 2, 2, and 2. So what I said to myself was, what if I took this, which is 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8, and one of these. So I did it, and then it ended up working. So W minus 56 and W minus 14 equals 0. Okay, now I guess you know what I should do? I should kind of ignore this part until I get done with the factoring, to be quite honest, because so I'll just ignore this part, and then we'll put the equals 0 back in when we need it. Okay. So now the 16 is going to come back in front of both of the W's. And then we're going to pull out the GCF. In the first one, 8 goes into both of those, so we have 2W minus 7. And in the second one, 2 goes into both of those, which is 8W minus 7. Okay, now this is when we would set it equal to 0 and solve. As we said in class, we want to set the individual factors equal to 0. And this is where I would expect you to show your work. I know I said that the easy ones you don't need to necessarily show me any work on, but you definitely need to show me work here, because if you don't, I'm guessing you're going to end up with the wrong answer. It's kind of stormy outside right now, so I know you think it's the ocean, but nope, it's just an open window. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So we have 7/8 as one of our answers, and -7/2. I know, you guys love fractions, but that's what you would do. Alright, moving on down the road. Slide both of those things to the other side, giving me 2x squared minus 2x. Oh, wait a second. There's already an 11x over there. So if I have an 11x, I take away 2x, that's a positive 9x. Okay, and then I subtract the 18. equals 0. Well, it looks like I can factor out a 2. That's nice. I can't factor a 2 out of a 9. What is wrong with me? Seriously. Okay, so it's time for the magic trick idea. So 2 times the 18. We'll leave off the equals 0 until we get to the end of this. Factors of will be x. Let's see, factors of 36 that have a difference of 9. 12 and 3. Oh, there you go. Plus 12 and minus 3. Okay, then the 2 comes back in front of both of the x's. And then we can look for a greatest common factor to pull out and get rid of. Looks like that turns into x plus 6, right? The other one does not have anything in common, so I leave it as 2x minus 3. Now that whole thing is equal to 0, so we can set the individual factors equal to 0 and solve them. First one's easy, right? Negative 6. Second one involves a little bit of work, right? You add the 3 to the other side. You divide by 2, and you get 3 halves. So negative 6 and positive 3 halves. Question 11. Now, this one's easier than you think, because it's already factored. Square root. Square root. The square root is on fire. I know. I'm too much to handle sometimes. Hopefully you're not watching this early in the morning going, why am I watching this? So the square root of 9 plus and minus 3. Don't forget the plus and minus. That's right. In the solving situation. And we're going to push that to the other side, which we give me 2 different answers. 3 plus 3, which is 6, and negative 3 plus 3, which is 0. So 6 and 0 would be your answers. Doesn't matter what order you put them in, as long as you have them both. Definitely not don't have to factor that because it already is factored. Okay, now we're going to do a little substitution here, right? Substitute that in there. X squared minus 6 equals 3x squared minus 4x minus 6. And we're going to push everything over to one side. Now, when you push that over, you just lost it, right? If you take away one of the x squareds, you have 2x squareds. Now, at first you might think, well, this is a weird looking example. But look, there's a GCF. What's the GCF? 2x. So pull out the 2x. Remember that when you say that you're factoring, you're really going through and you're dividing. That's how you end up with this x minus 2 thing. Oh, 2x. I don't know why I didn't put the x there. So we set the two factors equal to 0. 2x equals 0. And x minus 2 equals 0. Because those two things are multiplying together to give you 0. Sorry. So, yes, if you divide by 2, you know that one of your answers is 0. Notice that they only asked me for the x coordinates, so I don't have to plug them back in to find the y's. And the other one is the obvious, add the 2 to the other side, so 2. So we did have to factor that, but it was an easy factoring. And that's all the notes that we have for this particular lesson. Have a wonderful day.